So you got your visa, your plane tickets, you land in Canada, you're at the airport, and now what?
That's what we're gonna talk about. Your first 5 main things you need to do when you arrive in Canada. Let's go!
So the first thing you will need to do is to get your social insurance number. Your SIN is a 9-digit number that you need to work in Canada and to have access to government programs and benefits. It's one of the most important documents in Canada. An employer cannot legally pay you unless you have your SIN number. So every person who is a Canadian citizen, a permanent or a temporary resident needs to have a SIN. A SIN is issued to one person only, and it cannot legally be used by anyone else. You are responsible for protecting your SIN. Don't carry it around with you and just remember the 9 digits so you can easily provide it when needed. For example, the most common uses of your SIN are after being hired, when completing your income tax information, when opening a bank account from which you earn interest at a bank or credit union, and when accessing government programs and benefits. Do not give away your SIN number in any other cases. Here is a list of situations in which you may be asked to share your SIN, but you are not required by law to provide it. To get your social insurance number, you'll need to go to the nearest Service Canada. Alternatively, you can apply online or by mail. You'll need to provide your ID, proof of your status in Canada, and proof of address. There is no fee to apply for SIN. Please see the link in the description box below for more information about documents you need and how to apply for a social insurance number.
Once you have your SIN number, it's a good idea to open a bank account as soon as you can and get your first credit card in Canada. We already explained why building credit history is important in our video about credit system in Canada up here. Having a bank account is vital for practically anything you do in Canada, from grocery shopping to paying your bills and major purchases. In Canada, you have the right to open a personal bank account even if you do not have a job or money to put into the account right away. Applying for a credit card might be a different story though, because many banks rely on your credit history, which you might not have as a newcomer. Opening a bank account and getting your first credit card in Canada will require some time and research, because you'll need to decide what your banking needs are and compare services and fees at several banks and credit unions before you can open an account.
There is a lot of information about bank accounts out there online, and it can be overwhelming to choose from many different options and navigating all the different accounts and fees. Personally, we'd recommend starting small with online banks that are easy to open an account with and that have minimal or no fees. One of the bank services like this is Neo Financial. It's a fully digital bank. They don't have physical branches, and that's one of the reasons why they don't charge you a fee for keeping its account open. The Neo Save account allows you to gain interest on all your deposits in the account. You can make easy transfers or deposit your paycheck in there. And if you want to open a credit card but have no credit history, they have a secured credit card offering. With the secured credit card, you will be issued a credit card no problem, and your credit limit will be equal to the security funds you'll deposit. Our favorite part about Neo Financial is its cashback offers. They offer up to 15% welcome cashback with select vendors, and an average of 5% of cashback on thousands of Neo partners across Canada. If you're ready to open a Neo account, please check the link in the pinned comments below to use our unique offer link to get up to $35 sign-up offer when opening both a credit card and Save account.
Unfortunately, you'll be unpleasantly surprised with prices for cell phone and data that companies in Canada have to offer. So make sure to shop around and to find the best cell phone plans in your city and area. Always watch out for promotions and deals on cell phone plans, especially from smaller regional providers. There is always a deal going on, and if there isn't, it's a good idea to give them a call and ask them if there are any unadvertised offers going on. Sometimes there are. Doing your research on 3-4 provider options gives you a good leverage to try negotiating your new phone plan. When you're ready, just go to the provider's closest location to get a SIM card with Canadian phone number. You will have to bring your ID and a document that proves your address. It can be your utility bill or your driver's license and a credit card. All are mandatory to open a cell phone plan.
Next, it is important for you to make sure you register for your health insurance plan. Your provincial health insurance plan pays for most basic and emergency healthcare services. Your health card enables you to get free service with healthcare service providers like doctors, hospitals, and walk-in clinics. They will always check your health card each time you visit. We made a very comprehensive video on how Canadian medical system works, so make sure to check it out to learn how to navigate the system when you arrive to Canada. Your health is the most important thing, and you need to know what to do when you get sick. Generally, you must meet residency requirements for your health card to become active. Typically, you should have lived in your province for 3 months to become eligible. Alberta is an exception though. You qualify for universal health coverage since day one. To apply for your health card, you can do it in person, online, or by mail, depending on the province. In Ontario, for instance, you can apply in person by visiting Service Ontario Centre. You will need to fill in a registration form and provide documents like your ID, your residency status in province, proving that you actually live in the province. Make sure to check your province's website for more information on health insurance plan and how to get your health card. The provincial websites are the best place to go to for any healthcare information. And once you get a health card, it would be a great idea to find a family doctor. When you have a family doctor, they manage your entire health file. Your doctor keeps a record of your medical conditions and treatments and gets to know you and your family. Having a doctor who knows your health history for a prolonged period of time helps you get a much more personalized and a better quality treatment. In the case of emergency, you can go straight to the emergency room for any hospital in your area. If getting a family doctor takes too long for whatever reason and you get sick, you can go to a walk-in clinic where a random doctor or nurse will be assigned to your case. And don't forget to bring your health card.
The process of getting driving license is slightly different from province to province and also depends on the country you're from, so I suggest you Google more information specific to your province. Fees will also vary from province to province. If you have your country's driver's license, don't wait for it too long, because generally you can use your country's driver's license for 3 to 6 first months in Canada before it becomes invalid. The sooner you apply for a Canadian driving license, the easier the process will be. If you let your driver's license expire, you might have to redo your driving certification. That's the extra expense you don't need when you're a newcomer, because it can reach up to $1,000. Once you get your driver's license, we recommend you use it as your main identification document in Canada. Do not use your passport or carry it around. It's very common to use the driver's license specifically as an ID because it has your picture and your recent address information. Canadian driver's license can even be used on domestic flights. No need to bring the bulky passport with you. And if you don't need or don't want to get a driving license at all, then you'll need to get a photo ID document from your province to use it instead. You'll need to pay for it, and fees vary from province to province. Do not use your PR card as your main ID. If you lose it or it gets stolen, it might take up to 9 months to replace it. It'll be a lot of paperwork, and you will not be able to leave the country or come back to Canada because your PR card is your main entry document when you come to Canada.
I've lost the PR card twice. The first time, I carried the PR card in my wallet and it got stolen. It truly took almost a year for me to get a new one. The second time, I lost it while I was traveling in the US, where it just fell out of my wallet. I was stuck at the Phoenix airport where no one could board me on a Canadian plane since I had no authorization to travel to Canada. I won't get into the details on how I managed to get back to Canada, but if you're curious, leave a comment below and I will answer. The moral of this story is do not carry your PR card with you or in your wallet.
And that's it for today. Those are the most important 5 steps to start your new life in Canada and to settle down. Please don't forget to check the description box below this video for useful links. As always, a huge shout out to our Patreon supporters. Thank you so much.
If this video was helpful to you, please smash that like button below and subscribe to this channel. We have many more useful content to come. And that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one. And until then, take care of yourself.